The film really started when Nick, he went into like a news agent in Brighton and he saw a copy of Mojo and he realised that he was going to have to promote the record. And this record that basically after remade it. And the idea of doing it just made him feel sick. And I think because he was going to be in a situation where he was going to have to discuss the contents of the record with a whole bunch of journalists, and no offense to you all, but he, I think that prospect was something that was very alarming, and so I think his instinct in making the film was one of self-preservation. It was a way for him to talk about the film and to talk about what happened, but there was a certain safety doing it with someone there.
Were you surprised that he wanted to make a film? I mean, were you surprised that he asked you to make it?
He asked me to make a film. I didn't really have time to think about it, do you know what I mean? It was like, I was getting on an aeroplane and I was going over to Europe and he called me and said he wanted to talk to me about something. And then when I got to Paris, Warren played me the record and then he put me on the phone with Nick afterwards and Nick wanted to have lunch with me the next day. And he asked me to make a film and it was something he wanted to do. We had no idea what the movie was going to be. He wanted to play the songs. It was sort of to do almost like an EPK or a little like mini concert of the record, and it's going to be released in theatres, and for like one day, and there's only 35 minutes worth of songs, so we had to come up with other stuff, and I didn't know what that was going to be. I mean, the whole movie's basically improvised. We started shooting before we had any idea really what we were doing. And then it just kind of evolved from there. I like him. I really like his work. I think like he's a real, like he's a major artist. And in most situations, Nick has something to say, that's been meaningful. And I listen to his records over the years. So, and he's also older than me, so he tends to be going through experiences before I am, life experiences. And when I get there, I find that he's got some advice, in song, or he's got something to say about it. So, but Nick is two things. He's like a god. He's like a performing. He's a character, Nick Cave. That is godlike, but he's also the scared little guy at the microphone, and both sides of him are true, and there's often a split in his work that shows both sides, and that's kind of what's great about him. So, if you're making a film about him, you're going to see both people. But Nick's a private person, he's not an easy person, he's prickly, he's difficult. And we just kind of made a deal that I would let him cut anything out of the movie that he wasn't comfortable with. And if I would do that, then he'd just let me shoot everything, and he'd answer any question that I asked him, and he just kind of let me in anyway, and we could just like sort it out later. When he saw the film, his feelings about it were mixed. I mean, the main stuff, obviously the main thing is Arthur, like how is the movie going to deal with Arthur? Where's the line between it being a legitimate kind of portrait of a person going through something, and when does it turn into grief porn? Does the film somehow devalue the tragedy itself? These were things that were constantly worrying for me, and more so, being more so for him and Susie. When he saw the film, his feelings about it were mixed. He tended not to like. I showed it to him and Susie at the same time, and and Susie didn't like anything with her, and Nick didn't like anything with him, you know, but they liked each other. And so what they did was they showed it to Warren, and Warren, you know, basically Warren decided to favour the film. You know, anything that they were uncomfortable with, they just seek Warren's opinion on it, you know. And fortunately Warren just liked it all, so it's just like that for Warren.